FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Yukari and I were talking about this recently last week, and one of the comments that I made is that anyone that's doing games on platforms outside of these newer platforms, they're essentially the Walking Dead. And so if I was developing for Xbox or Flash-based gaming portal and so on, it's essentially that's looking into the past, and the future is about these types of devices like the iPad and iPhone and Android devices. And it's not just games; it's how we consume information and entertainment. And if you're playing with the iPad and you're watching, your shows on the ABC app, or you're watching movies on the Netflix app, or you're playing your games, multiplayer games over 3G that are basically Xbox quality graphics, like the kind of games that we've launched at Social Gaming Network. It essentially replaces the functions of previous platforms. And so also we have this whole new generation of young people who are growing up with the iPhone and iPad. My little 2-year-old nephew has already cracked the iPhone and knows how to use all of the functions. And they're never gonna. They're never gonna use computers the way we use them. And what I've said with the iPad is that essentially it's going to turn our laptops into our generation's rotary phones. It's going to replace those functions. And when that happens, and it's happening now, it's pretty much a revolution in how we actually structure and build our actual applications. And you look at things like, if anyone has the iPad, the Elements app. I don't know if you've seen that. It's called Elements. It's a book, but it's an app. So they didn't release it for the iBook, for the iBook distribution channel. They launched it for the App Store, and essentially when you go into it, it's a book about all the elements, and you go in and all of the elements are moving in pictures. It looks like the
periodic table elements.
The periodic table,
okay.
Yeah, and so basically it looks like a Harry Potter newspaper with the moving pictures, and you can actually spin them and look around them, and there's video and 3D stereoptic view, and that just totally changes the way we think about books and knowledge and consumption of knowledge.